Hi, this is a short presentation on the 2020 changes for the A2 for Schools Cambridge exam. I just want to point out that this is only for reading and writing. Listening and speaking, they have their own separate videos. Okay, so let's look at why Cambridge have made some changes to the A2 exam. So firstly, at Cambridge, all the exams are frequently revised to make sure that they are fit for purpose and that they are relevant for the needs of the learners. With each revision, Cambridge ensure that evolving approaches to assessment and learning are incorporated. Feedback from teachers and learners, as well as exam centers or exam managers, is also addressed. And finally, there's now a clearer pathway between the tests from A2 to B1, then B2, and so on. So candidates now see similar tasks throughout the test as they progress from one level to the next. So this way, they don't have to relearn the structure of the exam. Okay, so let's take a look then at the current exam and the new 2020 exam. So as you can see here that currently there are 9 parts, but in the 2020 exam there will be 7 parts. And the number of questions has been reduced from 56 to 32. Also the time from 1 hour to 10 minutes, from 1 hour 10 minutes to 1 hour. So it's also short, is a lot shorter now. So the old part 1 has been replaced with a new part 1, and this part assesses the student's understanding from various kinds of short texts. So there are 6 questions that consist of either emails, notices, signs, text messages that students are likely going to come across. There are 3 sentences next to each one, and students have to correctly choose which sentence matches the message. So here's the old part 2, and that has been replaced with a new part 2, and this part tests locating specific information from the text. So students read 7 questions and then 3 short texts on the same topic. So they have to match each question to one of the text. And the old part 3 has also been replaced. This is now the new part 3. So this part tests the understanding of the main ideas and some details of a longer text, which could be either newspaper or magazine article. There are 5 multiple choice questions here. And the old part 4 has been replaced, and here is actually the old part 5. So what's now part 4 used to be part 5. So this part tests the understanding of words within context. The main focus is on mainly either vocabulary and grammar. So students read a short text with 6 numbered spaces, then they decide which of the 3 words provided best goes in the gap. And here we've got the new part 5, which is actually the old part 7. So this part tests understanding of grammatical forms, such as either verbs or pronouns, as well as structural relationships at the phrase, clause, sentence, or paragraph level. So students have to fill in 6 gaps in a text or text using a single word. And the old part 6 has now disappeared, and we have the new part 6, which is actually the old part 9. So this part tests students' ability to write short texts with a real communicative purpose. So students have to write a message of 25 words or more, something like a note or an email. And these answers are assessed using the assessment scale, which consists of 3 subscales. They're related to content, language, and organization. And here we have the final part of the reading and writing, which is part 7. This is a new part, and it's very similar to the YLE A2 Flyers test. So this tests the students' ability to write short narratives. Students have to write a short story of 35 words or more based on 3 picture prompts. And part 8 is no longer in the test. So that brings us to the end. If there are any questions, you can find me at nini@assessmentkorea.co.kr. Thank you.